Greetings, Goddess Body Mind Spirit community. This is your Goddess Guru Tara Omilade here to share a word of inspiration with you on your path to self-realization and self-mastery. I wanted to log on this evening and share some tips that I have to share with you all for this upcoming eclipse in Leo, this full moon. I was thinking about doing a ritual, but I typically don't do rituals other than personally. So maybe I'll catch y'all on a new moon. So instead, I just decided to share tips that you can use for your own rituals that are related to the energy of this moon. I created let me see here. I don't know if I could do it this way, so I'm just going to do it this way. A presentation, which is why I came on to um, Google or YouTube last night with Google Hangouts so I can try to figure out how to do these screen shares. So I'm going to share my screen and I will give you the presentation that I have for you. So this is a full moon eclipse in Leo, and it's lunar. Excuse me, I totally messed that up and did not notice. It's a lunar eclipse, a full moon lunar eclipse in Leo. Ritual suggestions. Um, so as y'all can see, I put my website on there, goddessbodymindspirit.com. And also, if you want to know more about my inner circle community, you can go to patreon.com, goddessbodymindspirit, and maybe you will want to join me there. I would love to have you. My goal is to share, like I share with you all always, anything to help you just stay on the straight and narrow to your destiny as well as your happiness. So some suggestions, and to those who assisted me with some of these suggestions, I thank you. There's also a book called Wheels of Life by Anodia Judith that I got a lot of these from. One thing that you can do is you can moon bathe, which is if you can get out, you can see the moon. If, you know, there's not clouds, you can let the energy, the light of the moon shine on you. You can connect with the energy of the moon. You know, it's really powerful. I saw the moon driving in this evening from a meeting that I was at, and was amazed at how I can literally feel the energy of the moon. So if I'm able to like bathe in its light, I bet it'll be amazing. And it really, you know, the moon is actually feminine, though the energy of Leo is masculine. So I just see it as, you know, a way of infusing our aura and, you know, in a gentle way with this energy of Leo. So another thing that I thought about is the moon is an eclipse of culmination in Leo. So this is the last of the Leo Aquarius axis eclipses. So you want to think back on your lessons since 2017 and how you will integrate them even more fully into your life. And I just encourage you to make the commitment to do the work. Um, I just feel like things can happen magically, but most of the time we have to do something. Okay. I'm not saying it necessarily has to be hard and dramaful, but come on, y'all. We have to do the work. I'm calling this for the third chakra, even though Leo is connected to the heart. When I looked at the chakras, I was like, wow, this really seems like a third chakra time for us. You know, these are suggestions. You choose the one that's best for you. The heart chakra, I thought would absolutely be a good one too. But I decided to focus on the third chakra. Um, so what you want to seek is what I meant to put. I should have read this over. I'm so sorry. Seek to use the fire of Leo to move you past inertia. That was one of the things that I found in my chakra book. You want to let the fire of Leo, the inspiration of Leo, and as you work with your third chakra during this time, to move you into action, because some of us know exactly what we need to do, but we don't move, we don't take action. And so we can, with intentionality and awareness, um, make a commitment during this moon to raise up the ability to use the fire of Leo to move us past any inertia that keeps us stuck in our stumble in our life. Run energy through your chakras and aura. And so the way I do that is let the I close my eyes and I let my body become infused with golden white light. And I just circle the energy around the outside of my body on the sides. I run it, circling it around the front. This is all energetically and in my consciousness. And then I allow the energy of the that golden white light to rise up through all my chakras. I see it rising up through all my chakras until it comes up and out through my head like a shower of light. So I call that running your energy, running the energy through our chakras and through our aura. You can even infuse your third chakra with golden white light. Another thing I think is so important, I've done so many readings, but I know I've talked about how we need to be working with our ancestors in some reading that I've put out recently. So honor your ancestors and ask your ancestors to help you. If you struggle with having the courage to do things, or if you struggle in your confidence, if you struggle in your self-worth and your self-value, maybe you need to send healing energy to your ancestors because they lacked all of these things, and that energy of lack has been sent into you. Or maybe your ancestors will lift you up and assist you with the lessons of Leo that came to you. Leo is all about creativity. In the full moon video that I made, not sure if you all were able to look at that, but if you just go back a couple of days on my channel, you will be able to see that I posted a video that talked about the energy surrounding this moon. And so I put in there that it's, Leo is all about creativity, and it's an opportunity during this moon to really commit to raising our creative genius. We have a creative genius inside, and each one of us is unique, but in how this creative genius looks. But the more we engage our creative genius, the more we put ourselves in a power position. That's just something I know personally. So doing something creative will help to put you in touch with that creative genius. It helps to really raise the vibration of Leo. Leo's energy of acting, and drama, but in a good way. It's just creative energy. So definitely do something creative, raise the vibration of confidence, courage, and self-worth. A lot of times when we meet people in Leo, they really value themselves. They teach us that's okay. So, if you lack any of these, you want to raise them. If you're really good with confidence, courage, and self-worth, then I just say to you that it is time for you just to really, raise that up within you too, to really commit to it. Now, the other thing about Leo, I relate the energy of Leo to Shango Haru. This is all about understanding the willpower. I didn't put on here strategizing, really coming up with good strategies, because Leo is about leadership. And so Shango Haru, this is the energy of the king. It's the energy of the the leader. And so it's also the energy of willpower. This is what they teach, Shango Haru. And so you want to visualize planting the seeds of your intentions in the garden of your consciousness, of your mind. Lord, y'all, I'm gonna have to get myself together on this thing. In the garden of your mind, in the garden of your consciousness, you are planting seeds, okay? And this is true willpower. When you visualize planting those seeds, you're visualizing the seeds of your intentions really grow, and you don't want to focus on what you don't want. You want to focus on what you do want. So visualize that, and using the energy of this moon, it's a full moon, okay? So it's opening up some things. It's, you know, it's light. This moon has a lot of light. I know it's an eclipse, and so fated events can happen at an eclipse also. But even if it's fated events, you're wanting to open yourself up to what is your destiny, okay? And so you can plant the seeds of opening yourself up even the more to your destiny. A few more suggestions. I do believe in breath work. So doing breath of fire could be something, because it'll help raise up your inner fire, especially if you're feeling like you don't really have enough fire to get things done. You can do things to try to balance the fire too. Like if you're too fiery, you probably don't want to do breath of fire. But you could do alternate nostril breathing. But my main goal suggestion is to do some type of breath work. Breath of fire is good, even if you just do it for a little while during your ritual, because that's what this is really about. Doing your ritual for this full moon, um, it's connecting with you with the energy of this Leo Haru Shango energy. Exercises and yogic asana that strengthen the core muscles, because that's related to the third chakra. So you want to strengthen your core. You want to do yogic asana that, you know, because for me, yoga brings balance too. And, it's somewhat spiritual. So either one works. They're almost like exactly the same, to be honest with you. You want to strengthen your pancreas and your adrenals. These are related to the third chakra. And I think people would be amazed at how many of us are off in the pancreas and adrenals. Adrenal fatigue is, for me, real. And I really do believe that until I got off sugar, I was headed for diabetes. My pancreas was probably like, girl, what you doing with all this sugar? And I even put limit your sugar and carb intake during your rituals, to raise your fire, because carbs and sugar, it raises the water, the emotion. So just during your ritual, limit the sugar and the carbs so that you can raise the fire. But also, having the pancreas and the adrenals, it brings a certain level of balance to that chakra. Um, you want to meditate on the verb for the third chakra, which is I can. And that's something that I love about working with the energy of the Orisha, especially if you're working with a fiery one like Shango Haru. It's all about, I will not be denied. I take responsibility for everything in my life. If I have manifested things I don't like, then I can manifest things that I do. I can, you know, there's nothing that you can't do. The main thing is you want to make sure that you have your will lined up with the highest will for your life. Is your will for your life based on a limiting um, construct that has been offered to you or that you have bought into? Okay. But if your will is lined up with the highest will for your life, you can do what your destiny is. I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. We can do this. All right. Suggestions from my Wheels of Life book are: use the following incense: dragon blood, sandalwood, saffron, musk, cinnamon, and ginger. So I won't go too much into that. That's just something I read in the book. But those are suggestions that you can use. So the thing that I do want y'all to remember is that this eclipse will be in effect for about 6 months. So, oh my gosh, can y'all not see my screen? I'm looking at myself on my phone. Anyway, maybe you can see me, or maybe you cannot. The eclipse will be in effect for about 6 months. Mars and Uranus will trigger the eclipse in March and February with challenging aspects. So there will be positive aspects too, but just know that if lessons and issues from this energy come back up, you get additional ways to fine tune it and settle it up. But I really do think this is a time to own your own place in the world as you authentically are. The world needs the real you. Walk in your royalty. So let me see if Lord, let's see what y'all see. See, I tried this last night. I'm looking at myself. I'm using my phone to look to see. Anyway, y'all, I tried. If you don't see my screen, I am sorry. I see me looking down a lot, so shoots. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. So let me just go here so y'all can see these tips that I put on here. Okay. There we go. I see me sharing now. Lord. So let me see if I can do it this way. Just one moment, y'all. Oh, there we go. So here is the presentation that I put up for y'all that I've just been talking through. But I do want you to see this, okay? Moon bathe, make a commitment to do the work with the third chakra, seek to use the fire of Leo to move you past inertia, run energy through your chakras and aura, honor your ancestors, do something creative, raise the vibration of confidence, courage, and self-worth. Visualize planting the seeds of your intention in the garden of your consciousness. Connect with Shango, Haru, through drumming or through fire. I did not mention that. You can do it through fire also. So then breath of fire, exercises in yogic asana that engage the core muscle, strengthen your pancreas and adrenals, meditate on the verb for the third chakra, which is I can. Limit sugar and carb intake during your rituals to raise the fire and not the water. Use the following incense: dragon's blood, sandalwood, saffron, musk, cinnamon, and ginger. So this is what I want y'all to know, because I really and truly did not realize how much, why does eclipse energy last for so long? So most of the astrologers say eclipse energy lasts about 6 months. And that's just because the point of the eclipse gets triggered by other planets. And so it's typically transiting planets. Mars and Uranus are going to trigger the eclipse in March and February with challenging aspects. I know Mars is, well, it'll be a square, which means that like things that came up for you during all of this, all of these eclipses that we've had in Leo, they may come back up again, but it probably could move you through from having, how am I trying to say this? You may feel like you are going to be moved to make progress on that. Okay. Well, I wrote that down here. There'll be positive aspects too. Just know that if lessons and issues from this energy come back up, you get additional ways to fine tune it and settle it up. Okay. So I really do think this is from me. I really do think this is a time to own your place in the world as you authentically are. The world needs the real you. That's the thing about Leo. It's the real freaking deal. And also walk in your royalty. I thank you for watching. I'm wishing you a great full moon eclipse in Leo. And let's see here. I'm going to come back on now. Thank y'all for watching. I see it looks like I have 7 people, but maybe it's 6 because I'm one of the people. Oh, where are we? There we go. Okay. Hi. Has anyone made a comment? No? Okay. So thank you all so much. I wish you all just a great time, a great year. I have been doing my best to sort of go over different aspects that are coming up. So I'll make sure in my inner circle reading. So I'll make sure I try to keep everyone abreast for when they're coming, all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, I've been dancing all day. I had a great time dancing in my African dance class to the drum. But guess what? It is time for me to go to sleep. But I didn't want to go to sleep before I shared this with you all. Oh, tomorrow I'm actually going to a yoga retreat. So if you are in the Nashville area, go to Demi Yoga Now, DEMIYOGA Now, Demi Yoga Now. On Instagram, that's my friend Demita. She's leading the retreat. Well, it's a workshop, excuse me. And it's all about, tomorrow is actually, I think, the first chakra. So, so do something like that. You know, it's we're in the full moon phase right now. So do something special to really channel the energy, to let the energy know you're aware. I see this wisdom as, what do we call this? It's dynamic energy. It's wise energy. It's not just, well, the moon is in Leo. No, this is wisdom. This is, I consider it to be like the Odu or, you know, sacred scripture. It's alive. It's alive. We can connect with it. It has consciousness. And so when we do these rituals, we're doing this in order to really open ourselves up to what does the wisdom have to say. So open yourself up in your own way. These are just some suggestions that I wanted to share with you all so that you had something to grab on, hold on to. Y'all let me know if y'all want to do a, like me come on and do a lunar ritual with you all in the future, because I would love that. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.